Get ready to expose and talk about those behind the door issues that are keeping us from embracing singleness as a lifestyle and not a burden or curse. It's the most talked about show on the internet. Oh, by the way, Tell Pearline Show. And here she is, your host, Pearline of the Oh, by the way, Tell Pearline Show.
Hi, this is Pearline of the Oh, by the way, Tell Pearline Show. I have an awesome man of God with me on today's show who's going to bless you. He's not only a single, available man, but he's a musician as well. You'll want to stay tuned. I have my awesome man, Robbie Mac. You are in the house on the Oh, by the way, Tell Pearline Show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Agreeing to come and be my guest. We've been talking back and forth on the phone, getting to know each other, and you are doing a great work for Kingdom. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing at this season in your life.
As pertaining to singles, I guess, working with Saved Single Ministries. It's an online resource that I started probably back in 2007, 2008, but officially in February of 2011. And basically Saved Single .info online, and it offers various resources for singles, links to other websites that encourage Christian singles. And also we do a bi-monthly conference call where singles can call in and be encouraged by various guest speakers and pray and connect.
I saw your website. It is a really nice website. I did go on some of the links that you had on there and found some really good things on there. I was like, wow, this is powerful. So, I mean, and that's good that you put the resources out there to empower the people to live single so they can't say, well, I didn't know. You know, so let me ask you another question. You're 30-something, single, saved, but are you available?
I am available.
He is available. But you know, I'm not trying to set you up for anything. But are you ready? Seriously ready for God to send you a mate, or you just?
I believe I am. I believe I've done all the preparation, so Amen. I am ready for God to open up.
For her to manifest. She to manifest.
Yeah.
Well, I believe God's He's going to honor you, your faithfulness to have lived, you know, your life single, you know, and saved. You know, living a life of holiness, walking upright before Him. He's going to reward you tremendously, you know, and then you'll have to come back on the show and you'll have to introduce your bride and to the people and say, look what happens when you wait. Look what happens when you honor God with your life, honor God with your body, honor God with all that you have. God will reward you. Amen. Amen. But you're also a musician.
I am.
An awesome musician, by the way. And you're on one of my sister shows on the network, America's Got Anointing. I'm not gonna give a plug because I don't want nobody to say, you know, we showed any favoritism, but I did sit in on you. It was awesome. You're really gifted. You're really gifted. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Tell me a little bit about what a day in the life of Robbie Mac. Come on.
Oh, wow. Of course, I work a day job, obviously. Work in the collegiate world. I've always just had a love for young people and even in post-secondary education. So I'm actually involved with another prayer call in the morning, the Unity prayer call. Give out a shout out to Prophetess Butler. And it's basically a group of people that meet every morning from 5:30 until for prayer. And that's Monday through Saturday.
Wow,
yeah.
That's a ministry in itself.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it's a blessing to unify and connect with other people. Just kind of, even as we was talking about a little early before the camera started, about accountability. Sometimes by unifying with other saints, praying with them, even being in a call such as praying together, that just causes you to focus and make sure that your life and your day is organized, you know, to please God. But of course I work, you know. After work, usually I'm involved in something, either some type of community project or either something church related. So I always stay busy.
So it's safe to say you have to busy yourself. You can't just sit and think that life, you know, let life pass you by. because, you know, we are called to be busy. You know, idle hands, you know, my mom used to always, you know, idle man, you're not doing anything. That's the devil. You're going to get in there. He's going to cause you to do some things that you don't want to do. And we have to be careful what we watch, what you let into your eye, you know, your eye gates, you know. You have to be careful what you listen to. You can't listen to a whole sit and listen to no R. Kelly and all that kind of stuff and think your flesh ain't going to get going. And then you're going to act out on it because your body going to go with his mind, tell it to go.
That's true.
So, you know, we have to put some practical things in place to protect ourselves as single people, that we can walk upright before the Lord. And people looking at us, oh, how do you do that? And what do you tell them?
Oh, it's definitely a God thing. But even as you already mentioned, there's practical things that we have to do. And you are what you eat. So if you feed yourself, you know, music that's sexual in nature, that's demonic in nature in essence, then you're going to act out on that. Even myself now, people that may be watching may say this is extreme, but for me personally, I do have a TV, but I don't get cable and satellite or whatnot. I'm very limited with that. And I think probably once I'm married, I probably will maybe watch more stuff, but you know, obviously within reason. But as a single male, I don't want to subject myself to the various things. I mean, even commercials now are so sexual in nature or whatnot. So as a single person, I want to guard what comes in my spirit, what I see. So
we have to guard it.
Yes.
We have to live our lives guarded. You know, and that means that sometimes you just can't go to them functions that you used to go to. You know, and even if it's family related, because some of my family like, oh, you don't never come to nothing. You know, well, yeah, I wonder why. You know, so, you know, we have to make the sacrifices. And that was the Lord was dealing with me today. He says, Pearline, he said, when that momentary sacrifice, you know, that you say no to today is going to reap your harvest long term. So when God tells you don't go that direction, don't entertain that brother, don't entertain that sister, he's telling you for a reason, because he knows our end from our beginning.
Yes, amen.
And he knows what that person's motives are pure before you, and it's going to try to lead you astray or whatever. I don't care if they all say they saved. You got to check something. You know, we know that everybody who say they're Christians, say they're saved, are not walking right with the Lord.
It's true.
They can start that conversation out right, but if all of a sudden you see it going left, and that's, you know, so we have to be really careful. But I really wanted to have you on my show so that I can just give a little shout out to you and what you're doing for God. I'm just so, you know, so honored to have you here. You're such a blessing. You're such an asset to the kingdom. Such asset, such a young man, because you got saved early, didn't you?
Yes, at the age of 15.
Wow. And you just been running for God ever since? Come on, I know you had some backslid. Come on, you backslid, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
No, I didn't.
That's a blessing. God has preserved you. If you find yourself in a position where you really want to get out of living your life so loose and so crazy, and you find yourself that you're just out of control, you need to just sit down, take an assessment of your life, and say, okay, let me stop this. God, I see you right now. If I keep going the way I'm going, this is going to end up negative. You want to have your life, you want to go, God has an expected end. Jeremiah says that he knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb. Amen. And he says he has great things in store for us. But the first thing you want to do is you want to give your life to Christ.
Yes.
That's number one. If you're watching this program and you're not saved, it's real simple. Just ask him to come into your life. Say, Lord, forgive me. I blew it. I messed up. And I don't want to go that direction anymore. And if you'll help me, I'll run. I run after you in my singleness. I run after you, you know, with my whole heart. Connect yourself. We talked about accountability. Connect yourself with a church. Connect yourself with someone who's going to build you up, who's going to edify you, and who's going to push you in that direction. Amen? Do you have any last-minute words you would like to say to the people?
Oh, wow. I guess, again, on that accountability, I mean, with singles, you can't stress accountability enough. You know, definitely getting connected with a church, get it connected with a pastor. But I encourage others, people that's single, to have what I call a relationship coach. And for me, that's my mother. And God has always put other people, men and women of God, that when I see somebody that I'm interested in and we actually start to talk, then I would let my relationship coach or coaches know to be praying. I met somebody or whatnot. So by letting others, being accountable to others and letting them know what you're doing, or if you're interested in someone, that prayer and that accountability will allow you to make the right move and not get into something that's not of God.
Amen. And you're probably watching this at some point, this is, and you'll be thinking, oh wow, I'm alone, I'm single and alone, but you're not alone. There are other people out here like you. We're single and we're doing what God has called us to do. I love you. This is Pearline of the OBTW Tell Pearline show. Thank you so much for watching this episode. The contact information for Robbie Mac is on the screen. Contact him. He is an excellent musician, excellent speaker. Have him come talk to your youth group. He will travel, so just contact him, and we'll see you next time on the OBTW Tell Pearline show.